welcome to Just Desserts. My name is Renee Smith, and this is Jaime Hendricks. Jaime, we're going to play a math game today. I don't think you've seen this one before.
No, you told me the name of it, but I haven't heard of it before.
It's called 6 makes 600, and so what we need for this is a standard deck of playing cards, and we only need the cards 1 through 9. So we're going to use aces today as a 1, and then all of the other numbered cards will be what they are. 2 through 9. Okay, so if you want to grab a red set.
And you stack them by their...
Actually, it doesn't. We just had, I stacked them that way, so I made sure that we each had 1 through 9. But we're actually going to shuffle them up. So we're going to ask you, and I'll just shuffle mine too, into any random order. And then...
But they don't have to be diamonds or all spades?
They wouldn't have to be, just so that you have 1 through 9 and I have 1 through 9. And this can be played with more than 2 players. So your whole family could play this as long as you have enough different decks of cards to everybody to have 1 through 9. But what this is really good for is younger children. It helps them learn addition and about place value. And when I talk about place value, we're talking about the ones place, the tens place, and the hundreds place. So that's what we're going to be working on today. So the way we're going to play the game is we have just on a sheet of paper numbers 1 through 6, and the 6 to make 600s is we're going to draw 6 cards have 6 numbers, and then what we're going to do is when I turn one over and I've turned over a 7, I can either make that into a 7, a 70 if I want to use it for the tens place, or a 700. But the object of the game is to get the closest to 600 by adding. Okay. So obviously I'm not going to make that into a 700, or I'm already over the total that I want to get. So I'm going to make that into a 70. So for my first draw, I'm going to write down 70. And then I'm not going to replace that in the deck. My 7 has been used, so I can't use it again. Okay, now it's your turn. You're going to turn over a card, and on your sheet, you're going to either make your 3 into a
300
or a
30
or a 3. It could be, if you're only going to make that in the ones place, that would be worth 3 or 30 or 300. But you're trying to get towards 600 on 6 draws.
I think I'm going to go 300.
Okay. And so now you're not going to replace your 3.
And I can't subtract. It's only add.
Only addition.
Okay.
In a variation, you could probably make it so that you could subtract and practice subtraction as well. So I drew the 3 this time. So I'm going to make that worth 300 as well. So now, right now, my total is 370. So it's also a good way for kids to start to add all the way up.
And mine is 100, 1, or 10.
That's right.
Because I have an ace.
Right.
I'm almost to my number, so I don't have to start
slowing
down. I chose 100.
You chose 100? Okay, I have a 6, so obviously, again, I can't use 600 or I'll be over because I'm already at 370. So I'm going to make it worth 60.
This is a good estimation game.
It is. Helps them work on estimating getting close. Ooh.
That puts me right at 600.
That will put you at 600, so that would put you over if you made it 200.
I have to go to 20.
Okay.
Because I got a 2. Sorry, I don't know if anybody knew that.
Now I have a 1, so I'm going to make that worth 100. Because I'm at 370, 420, 430. I can't even add. So I'm going to make it 100 and make it 530.
So I'm going
to have to slow down.
I'm going to have 5. I'm going to have to make that a 50.
And 2, I can't go 200, can I? Then I'd be over, so I'm going to have to make mine a 20.
And I can kind of know what I have left because I've used my 1s, 2s.
Yeah, you know what's still left in the deck to draw.
8. Let's see, I have 470 right now.
So, ooh, where's that put you if you put 80?
I'm still under.
You're still...
That's all I know right
550. 550. I can't be 400, so I'm going to go... Okay, where am I now? I've lost track. 400, 530, 550, and a 40 would put me at 590.
Man, you're close.
I'm close.
7.
Where were you?
I'm over.
Well, you have to make it a 7.
So
and so your total is...
600, 500 and 557.
Well, you were close.
Somewhat. Not as close as you.
If you had just drawn the 4,
I
you could have done it. You could have tied.
But I didn't.
But
I
see
always
how you can work on both addition, estimation, and place value with your kids in just a real simple game with a standard deck of playing cards
it's
and
good
paper
mental
and pencil.
math, too.
It is good mental math all the way through. There are lots of variations you could do. You mentioned one. You could let kids subtract. That would be one way to work on that skill as well. And then you could actually go over 600 but come back. Another variation is after you used a card, you put it back in and shuffle it so that you might draw that again. That takes away knowing exactly what you're going to draw or what's left to draw. So there's other ways you could play this game as well, but it's really simple and it's just a great way to help your kids with some basic math skills.
Sounds good.
I think so too, but I'm ready for cherry pie. How about you?
I've been looking at it while we've been playing.
I'm going to have a piece of pie, and we hope you've enjoyed this game, and you'll see us again next time on Just Desserts.
For more information, visit mykidstturn.com.